Welcome to Storytime Vacuum Edition. So, because we have a golden retriever who sheds a lot, battling his hair and shedding in the house has been a constant challenge. So over the course of the years, we have tried different methods to keep up with the hair. If you really let it go for too long, eventually you get these little tufts of hair that just start to develop all over the house, and it gets to be quite a hairy situation. One of our early ideas was to dry mop the hair into this EyeVac vacuum. And these EyeVacs are actually mostly used in hair salons. They're the vacuums that the beauty hair cutter people use to sweep up the hair that gets cut off people's heads, and then they put it into this EyeVac that has a little chamber that opens. And initially this worked out okay, but one of the main challenges with the EyeVac is that it's hard to drive the scooter and push the mop and get all the hair, keep it gathered till you get to the vacuum. So yeah, it worked for a while, but it just still wasn't quite the right solution. And this is one of our big guns in our arsenal, our vacuum arsenal, the DC44 Animal Dyson. And this, as you might know, Dyson are considered pretty premium vacuums, but this too has its challenges for us in that it's a little hard to maneuver. Yes, and the battery life is not long enough to do the whole house. And this is more of a pet peeve for me, that the actual brush head, his hair gets wrapped around it fairly quickly, and just it hinders the efficiency of the vacuum. So you have to be very good about cleaning it out. So that's some of the issues with the Dyson. So we were still like, what can we do? So like 7 or 8 years ago, Andrew actually purchased a robotic vacuum called the Roomba. And this was the pet version of the Roomba, but the model that, now the robotic vacuums are on apps and they're smart devices and whatnot. This is the last generation of the non-smart. And at the time, I don't know why, but I just wasn't liking it. This vacuum did predate Alton. We got it before Alton. So the combination of the challenges, the noise, how fast it fills up and whatnot, I just put it in storage in the garage. But then Alton's hair, now, fast forward all these years later, his hair was getting so out of control, I was like, well, what the heck, let me drag it out of the garage and see how it works. And for the last month or so that we've been using it, it actually has been helping a lot. So I was pleasantly surprised. But like I said, one of the challenges with the Roomba is it needs to be changed after every use, and you have to go and physically pick it up, and it's not exactly light. After every time it's run, the Roomba needs to get cleaned out. This, of course, is primarily based on what kind of animal you have or how dirty your floor is. We have a golden retriever, so it fills up rather quickly. So if I could show you where some of the areas are that you need to focus on when cleaning that take some wear and tear, we have here the brush motor. Now I will say they have engineered it quite well to make it easy to access, but look at all this hair. One run. And then this is rubber brush. Got hair here. Now they do give you tools to help clean this, but you still have to do it. This is the chamber. So, I mean, not to gross you out, completely full. And then, if that was last but not least, over here, this is the little whirly dude that spins around and picks up stuff to suck it in. And so hair can get stuck around this. And then this is like a little tracker ball. It's the front wheel essentially for the vacuum. And so hair gets stuck in this and you gotta clean that out. So it really is a chore after every use. So I was like, I wondered if it would be worth looking into one of the newer generation robot vacuums. So Andrew and I started talking about it and researching, and we determined it would probably be worthwhile taking advantage of some holiday Black Friday deals and invest in yet another vacuum. And with that, we got the Shark IQ Robot self-emptying robotic vacuum. So the idea with this, now we're about to take it on its inaugural run, is it is supposed to do not only a really good job at vacuuming, but then empty itself into this reservoir that we will be able to easily empty. For us, it might be maybe a couple weeks. Let's start her up. Okay, here we go. So I'm powering up the Shark, following the steps on the phone. Apparently there's a button over here that I've turned on. Now let's find a good home for your Shark. Check. Now let's activate your Shark's Wi-Fi. Press and hold the left and right buttons.
Hello. Let's get cleaning. I am ready to connect to Wi-Fi.
There goes Alton. He doesn't care for appliances that talk. He's out of here.
So far, so good. Okay, let's take this bad boy on its inaugural run.
Alton is shedding. You probably can't see it, but trust me, he's shedding. He sheds all the time. It's his best party trick. Isn't that right, little man? Isn't that right? Are you shedding? Says, you know it, Dad. You know it. I'm a golden and I shed. I'm gonna come lick the lens. I'm gonna come lick the lens. Oh, you're a cutie pie. Good boy. Yeah. Look at these ears. Look at these big fluffy ears. Look at that tail. That's a shedding tail.